Hello friends, Sanbonani and welcome to Siyakholwa We Believe. Now today is the day where you're going to see the artist in me coming out. We have a special guest here today and his name is Shaheen Soni from the Soni Art Gallery. Friends, he's gladly accepted our invitation to come and teach us more about art in Islam. Assalamu alaikum Shaheen and welcome to Siyakholwa We Believe.
Walaikum salam and thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Now, I see that you're ready and you've set up for a fun day today. But before we get started, will you please tell us what you have planned for us?
Okay, today we're going to be doing some calligraphy on canvas. I brought along some canvases and some acrylic paints and some brushes.
Sounds great. But if you don't mind me asking, what is your background in art?
I grew up around art. My father's a professional painter for about 30 years. I've been painting full-time since 2001 and I've opened up a Soni Art Studio and Art Gallery.
That's amazing. And now, would you say that art is for anyone, or do you have to be gifted?
No, definitely art is for everyone, especially kids. We should encourage them to be involved with art.
You see, friends, I told you that we're going to have so much fun here today. But before we carry on, let's go find out what our friends know about art.
Art to me is just drawing beautiful pictures. It's my favorite art is doodling.
Art is something that you draw and to show yourself that you do have a skill in life. So some people do art for fun when they're bored and even when they have stress.
That is when a person can't talk and can't tell you his feelings about you. Then he draws something and then he give it to you. Just like the heart means I love you.
Art to me is more than a drawing. It is something to show how we feel about ourselves and how we feel about others.
Please tell me, how long have you been in art and what is your first memory of it?
Okay, I've always been into art. My father is a painter for 30 years. I grew up around his artwork. And my first memory of art would have to be watching my father paint at his easel.
Sure. And what exactly are you going to be teaching us today?
Okay, today we're going to be doing the Iqra painting on our canvases. This is Arabic calligraphy which says Iqra. Now the story or the significance of Iqra is about the revelation of the Holy Quran, and you guys probably know the story, where the angel Jibril or Gabriel came to the Prophet in the cave and told him to read, and his response was, I can't read, because he was unlettered, he did not go to school at the time. And then the angel told him again, picked him up, said, read. And again he said, no, but I can't read. And then the third time the angel picked him up and told him to read, and he accepted, and that was when the revelation started to come through him to us.
Wow. And now I'm really excited to get started. So Bangani, while we set up to get ready to paint, you guys go check what Bamusa and Dudu are up to.
Monreni Babmusa, what are you doing today?
Bonjour, Mademoiselle Dudu. Comment allez-vous?
Come what?
Comment allez-vous, Dudu? How are you?
Oh, I am fine, Babmusa. And why are you speaking like this?
I am unleashing my inner painter on this world, little Dudu. For this, I need to reach deep down and allow Musa the Great to create.
Oh, Babmusa, it seems your inner painter needs to be controlled a little bit.
Yes, Dudu. I think I need some more practice. How can I
Well, Bab Musa, I've got an assignment on art in religion, and I want to focus on Islamic art. But my friend told me that Muslims don't have art. They are not allowed to. Is this true?
Not at all, Dudu. You know, many people think this, so I'm very happy you've asked me. Muslim artists have delivered some of the most beautiful forms of art, and it has to do with the restrictions rather than the forbiddens.
What do you mean, Bab Musa?
Muslims don't believe in drawing the pictures of humans. Rather, they use art as such as calligraphy as the way to represent God.
So they don't draw any pictures of people, Bab Musa?
No, they don't, Dudu. And this is because they don't want people to worship the paintings. Rather, they want people to think about the existence of Allah.
Oh, Bab Musa, thank you for this. Now at least I know a bit more and I can continue my research. Thank you so much, Bab Musa.
Merci, mon chéri, Dudu.
So, what do we do now?
Okay, let the fun begin. We grab our canvas panel, put it in front of us. We take one of our carbon sheets. You'll see a carbon sheet has a dark side and a light side. Make sure that the dark side is face down and you can see the light side. We take our template, place that on the canvas. We line it up on top. We take our clip and put one clip on the one side and we put another clip on the other side. Go over the black line. Okay. So once we've done that, I'll show you. We'll turn this over. And now you can see that the design has actually come out on the canvas. These are two flat tip brushes and this is a round tip brush. So the round tip brush we're going to use to do the curves. That is good for detailed lines. Then we've got a flat synthetic brush, and that is used for filling in space and to create smooth blended effects. Then we've got a bristle, which is coarse, and that is used for the background work and all the rough work.
Wow, Bangani, I really hope that you can get to do this at home as well. Or maybe get yourself enrolled in an art class, because I guarantee you that this is fun. So guys, let's get started.
Assalamu alaikum friends. Welcome to the Nizami Mosque in Johannesburg. A mosque refers to a holy place where Muslims go to spend quality time with Allah and pray. This is our tour guide, Uncle Ahmad. He is a very wise man who knows tons of information about the Nizami Mosque. Wow, it is so big. Isn't it beautiful, friends? Do you see those towers up there, friends? Well, these are special Islamic towers called minarets. They are so tall and beautiful. Minarets are used by the mu'adhin. A mu'adhin is someone who calls Muslims to prayer by chanting from the top of the tower. Before we enter the mosque, we remove our shoes. This is a sign of respect in our religion because the mosque is a holy place. Wow! Look at all the interesting furniture in this room. Uncle Ahmad says that almost all of the furniture comes from Turkey. Do you see the calligraphy on the walls and the carpets? They are all so beautiful. Calligraphy is used in a lot of Islamic artworks. We are in the special room. Uncle Ahmad says that he has a little surprise for us. This is called Turkish delight, and it goes best with Turkish tea. Let's have a taste. Have you ever had Turkish tea, friends? It tastes really yummy. Do you know where Turkey is, friends? Well, Turkey is a country right across the ocean. Friends, did you know that the Nizami Masjid or mosque is the biggest mosque in the southern hemisphere? The Nizami Mosque was built by a very, very rich Turkish businessman called Uncle Ali. Uncle Ali had a great vision to build a mosque and center that would assist many people. Uncle Ali told this great idea to the father of our nation, Nelson Mandela, then asked him to build the clinic next to the mosque. This clinic is now named after Nelson Mandela. Wow, that is really inspiring. Can you hear that, friends? That is the sound of the muazzin doing the call to prayer. This means that this is the time for Muslims to pray. Uncle Ahmad shows us how we must wash ourselves before we pray. As Muslims, we wash ourselves and pray at the same time. This is called wudu. While we clean our bodies, we clean our hearts and minds by saying a prayer to Allah. Welcome to the art gallery. These paintings are all famous Turkish paintings. Wow, look at this model of the mosque. It is exactly the same as the mosque we are standing in, just much, much smaller. These are some of the old Islamic artifacts that they keep here at the Nizamiya Mosque. Friends, did you know that Uncle Ali spent a few years living in a caravan outside of where the mosque was being built? That is true dedication. Thank you for joining us, friends.
Oh, hey, Dudu, what's wrong? Why do you look so sad?
But Musa, I've been trying the whole morning to do calligraphy, but my work looks nothing like yours.
The whole morning you say? Dudu, how Dudu? Some people try their whole lives, and still it's not as they would like it.
Really, Bab Musa? Then why do they continue doing it?
Art is not just about getting it right. Art is about doing something you love. It takes lots of practice.
Okay, Bab Musa, I won't give up. Will you help me?
Anytime, Dudu.
How about now? Can I practice on your canvas?
You see, Dudu, I've just finished mine.
Oh.
But don't worry. Let me change this canvas and we can start again.
Yay!
Wow, friends, you guys are doing some wonderful work, eh? Well done. Friends, it looks like we have a bunch of new artists coming up. Now, Shaheen, can you tell us what your paintings are all about?
Okay, my paintings are very personal. They're about self-expression, and what I've chosen to express is my Islam. So I choose different Islamic aspects or aspects of Islam, and I display that in an artwork.
Ah, okay. And what significance does color have to you and your work?
Okay, color is also personal preference. Some people will tend towards certain colors and other people tend toward a different group of colors. Red, for instance, is a very passionate color. Also, deco trends tend to determine color as well.
Okay, and last but not least, what can we do to become as good as you are?
I can teach you how to paint. I can teach you how to use brushes and paints and canvas and all the other medium. But creativity is something which needs to be nurtured from within. That is something that is dependent on yourself. You've got to be able to express yourself honestly on a piece of canvas. That is something that can happen over a period of time. It's possible, but it can be done.
Yeah. Patience, 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 eh, guys?
An artist is someone that is extremely talented with drawing and painting beautiful pictures.
An artist is a person that can draw more beautiful than another person. And an artist can just draw like the picture behind me, and that's art. That's an artist.
An artist is someone who draws, who does art, who do paintings and then he sells them.
It's when a person do drawing and then he sells it to people, then people give him money and then he buying paint and that, and he makes more art and he makes more money. But that people do not make a lot of money actually. My grandpa told me that.
An artist is somebody who is very creative, somebody who isn't afraid to show their emotions, and somebody who expresses their emotions through art and paintings.
Kwasuka-sukela. Kwasuka-sukela. It's story time, friends, and as you know, it's time for us to enjoy a fun story called Mama Mabena's Magic. Are you guys ready to hear our story? Yeah. Okay, let's go for it. Mama Mabena's Magic. Mama Mabena was very old. When she painted, her bracelets went tinga, tinga, tinga. Mtazi and Ndelete watched Mama Mabena painting patterns on the outside walls of her house. Sometimes she painted thick stripes that went up, across, and down. Sometimes she painted thin stripes that went up and across and up and across. The stripes made beautiful patterns. Mama Mabena had magic in her hands. Can we help you, Mama? We want to paint too. We also want to make magic with our hands, said Mdazi. Mama Mabena just smiled. Here are 3 pots of paint. First, Mama Mabena took a pot of red and put in front of Mdazi. Next, she took a pot of yellow paint and put it in front of Ndelete. Then she took a pot of the blue paint and put it in between the 2 children. She gave the children 3 empty pots. Now, if you can find the magic in these pots, she said. The children's hands moved quickly, like butterflies. Ndelete poured a lot of the yellow paint into the first empty pot. Mdazi poured a little of the blue paint. Then Mdazi took a stick and stirred the colors together. The girls sang, "Let's take yellow, let's take blue, mix them up in something new." Mixing colors one by one. Mixing colors is so much fun. Then the magic started to happen. "Look, we've made green," shouted Ndelete. Mama Mabena smiled as she listened. She painted up and down and across. Her bracelets went tinga, tinga, tinga. Mdazi poured a little of the blue paint into the second empty pot. Then Ndelete poured in a lot of red paint. "Let's take red, let's take blue, mix them up in something new." Mixing colors one by one, mixing colors is so much fun. The magic happened again. They made a new color. Can you guess what this color was? Purple. You guys don't know your colors, eh? Then Mdazi poured a little red paint into the last empty pot, and Ndelete took a lot of yellow paint. "Let's take yellow, let's take red, mix them up in orange instead." Mixing colors one by one, mixing colors is so much fun. "We found the magic, we found the magic, Gogo." Mdazi danced around the pots. "We've made magic colors," sang Ndelete. "We've made orange now." But oops, the pots went flying. The paint splashed and splashed onto Mama Mapena's wall. Oh no! Look at Mama Mapena's wall, cried Ndalete. Quick, fix it up, said Mdazi. The girls tried to push the paint into Mama Mapena's patterns. We've spoilt Mama Mapena's shapes and patterns, said Ndalete. She'll be so angry with us. Suddenly, Mama Mapena stood behind them. The two girls waited, scared, their hearts beating hard. That's wonderful, Mama Mapena smiled. The girls looked at each other, and they looked at the wall, and looked at each other again, and looked at the wall. Mama Mapena laughed. Can't you see the pictures and the shapes that you've made? She asked. She pointed. There's a butterfly shape, she said. The girls started staring at the colors on the wall, and then they could see the pictures. I can see a lion, said Mdazi. I can see a crocodile, said Ndalete. I can see a flower and a bird, shouted Mdazi. We've painted a magic land. The girls laughed excitedly. Mama Mapena laughed with them. Oh, now you found it, she said. You found the magic in your hands. That's where our story ends. Did you guys enjoy that story? Yeah, I loved it myself. Now, friends, we've had fun here today. We've had a beautiful day because first we learned about art in Islam. We learned how to make our own calligraphy. And guys, we learned a lot about art in general. And we also enjoyed a beautiful story that teaches us about color. Now, friends, we hope you've had as much fun as we've had today. But join us again next week, same time, same place. So with love from all of us here, we say goodbye. Bye-bye.